Hey co-reporters, teen mom to star Kailyn Lowry is up to her usual dramatic tricks again. You know how she was just bragging for months on end about her friendship and relationship with her second baby daddy / ex-husband Javi Maroquin. Well, that has all predictably come tumbling down again. I can't stop talking because it's just so stupid and funny and predictable, you know, and I know that they're going to get back to a good place as usual, but as usual, this is funny because she said this like 5 times before. They've said this like 5 times before after all their little friendship breakups. She's saying in the latest episode of her Baby Mamas No Dramas podcast that she is in therapy to make sure that she is never, ever friends with Javi again. Come on, girl, stop. She's in therapy for a lot of things that she just keeps on doing, right? Like she was in therapy before she got knocked up for a second time by Chris. So it's safe to say that this is not very effective for her. They will be friends again soon. They will be banging again very, very soon. It's just, why does she make announcements at this point in time about the nature of her very volatile relationships with Javi and with Chris? They're just so up and down that there's no point even disclosing them. You know what I mean? I was thinking about this the other day. I was in the shower. I was like, oh my God, like the amount of times I can't even count that Kail has opened up about her relationship with Javi. Like, they are besties. You know, he is like the most involved father out of all of them. He's the easiest to co-parent with. He's this. They were teasing launching that podcast together. She's launching this social media consulting thing. Javi was one of her clients. I don't know if she's dropped him or not. Like, right? Like, there's just so much going on there. They were like, traveling together for football for Lincoln and like driving to Target together, posting all about it. It's like, was that one big was that one big episode? Like, what happened there that like we wound up at this place? And what happened for them to break up their friendship besides the obvious, which is that Javi moved on and got a new girlfriend, a new victim, I should say, because he will most likely cheat on this girl down the line with none other than our darling Kailyn Lowry at some point. Like, this whole thing is just so dumb. It really is. I don't know why she keeps making announcements. Like, girl, just live your life on the DL, be quiet, keep it moving. You know what I mean? But I digress. Anyway, the episode was very boring. Normally, I go with my, premium co-reporters, my channel members, and we do a live recap about the episodes of Baby Mama's No Drama, but or her podcast in general. But on Coffee Convos lately, she's just been obsessed with like true crime and just like other like celebrity news, which I don't want to recap her recapping celebrity. I want to know about her, what's going on with her. And then in this episode, it was just like the little line about therapy with Javi. There wasn't much. And then she claimed that she wanted like this big family photo of all of the kids, and she says that there's 6 or 7 kids. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, when you count her 4, then you count Velise, then you count Eli and Chris's other child, it sounds like she's accounting for all of the children in this big family or whatever. And she calls them all siblings. And, V seems to kind of go along with it, but you can very much tell in her voice that she's like, yeah, these are not my daughter's siblings. Like, these are your hood rat antics, okay? You keep those over there. My daughter's sibling is Isaac at the end of the day. And I believe that she also acknowledges Lincoln at the end of the day as well. Like, they do have some sort of a relationship or whatever. Maybe even Lex a little bit slightly, but with all of this, no, I don't think that V is for it. But I think that she just keeps smiling, keeps laughing along because she does not want to piss off Kail. She wants to keep that gravy train going. She sold her soul for that podcast, y'all. The COVID Queens podcast. She sold her soul for it. So there's no turning back at this point. Speaking of that, they do also get into the fact that V doesn't work out of that office that they bought together or they rent together to run their podcast out of. She only goes there to film the podcast, but she no longer like works there on the day-to-day basis, which is interesting because they used to talk about that a lot. She says that it doesn't have enough room for her and the inventory for her business, which is interesting to me. I know that she has a makeup line, but I didn't know it was selling like that. You know what I mean? So that's why she doesn't really work out of there. She says there's no room for all the stuff, like all the products and everything. So now she's got this space where like she's got room for inventory, she's got room for filming and creating content and everything, and she's happy over there. And I think Kail's the one who goes to that office to create her content on the day-to-day basis. Even though in this new mansion that she just built, she does have a content room, podcast office and everything. So it's kind of like, is this really necessary? Can y'all just go to Kail's house for podcast filming? Can y'all just go to V's house for, like, you know, and it cut this unnecessary expense at this point? I don't know. They're quite interesting, these girls. They're very interesting, but that's none of my business. I'm just here to report it. It's your business. So please let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.